Welcome to Home Roast. It's your boy John Rollins here with another Home Roast. We got two. It's an international episode, so it's gonna be in English. No, none of that Swedish stuff today. We're gonna have. We got some comedians from Berlin, somebody from Philly, somebody from LA, and I'm from Florida. So and I'm in Sweden. It's like it's international as fuck today. This is gonna be fun. Want to let you know how it goes. Don't forget to check out Home Roast on YouTube. All of the Home Roasts we've done so far are up on YouTube. We're using a new software now, so we won't have as many technical issues, fingers crossed, and we'll get this thing going. So make sure to check those out on YouTube. Check out the international ones if you don't know Swedish. If you know Swedish, you can watch all of them, and we'll keep this Home Roast thing rolling. The first battle today we're going to have between a comedian from Philly and a comedian from LA, Los Angeles. Both have been on Home Roast before, but now they're going to be roasting each other, so make sure to check out their previous roasts so we can check them out. It's going to be Papp Johnson versus Rachel Fogletto. So we'll bring them up now and get to meet them. What's up, guys? I've got the smoke in the background.
Oh, yeah, it's smoky here. It's smoky here.
How you guys doing?
Amazing. Amazing.
Welcome to Home Roast. Thanks for coming back and doing this with us. Second time. Hope you guys are ready to go at it against each other. The way it goes is the first round is gonna be 1 minute. The second round is gonna be 30 seconds, and the final round is joke for joke. You guys have been on before, you know how it goes. So hope everybody's ready. I have the timer here so that the audience can watch the timer as it's going to see how much time is left. And you guys won't see it, but I'll let you know once it goes. So we're going to start with Rachel, and then the first two rounds.
First.
Okay, we'll let Papp. You want Papp?
No, it's fine. I don't care.
Oh, ladies first.
Funny.
Ladies first. That's how you identify.
No, I would. No, to full disclosure, I always go youngest goes first. That's how I always do it. That's the way. That's my reasoning. So.
How do you know how old I am?
I'm a stalker, man. I do my due diligence. So that's the reason. But if you, I thought you could go first and then Papp go second. The final round, which is the most important round, Papp's gonna go first and you'll go second.
Right. This was hard.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start the clock when you begin your first joke. I'll start the clock.
Okay. Papp, I had checked with you to make sure I was spelling or pronouncing your name correctly. And when I heard your name, I thought Papp Johnson sounds like a character in a porno for people with an OBGYN fetish. Or ironically, Papp Johnson also sounds like the fake name you would write down when you go to get STD testing in secret. I was worried about roasting with a comedian from LA because I know that we don't have much to go on but appearances, and LA has such a reputation for people looking perfect because of all the cosmetic procedures available. When I went through your photos, I was relieved to see you obviously have not taken advantage of these services. You look like the kind of person who loves cats, but you lie about it. You also look like you've had your feelings legitimately hurt by a porn robot. Your overall vibe, I couldn't really figure out. Could go one of two ways: either a pretentious activist, but only on social media, or a guy at the party who traps you in a conversation about the importance of good podcasting equipment.
All right, it's time. Good first round. Nice. All right, Papp, whenever you get started, I'll start the clock for you.
Hey, Rachel. It is shocking to most viewers to see you go first since we're doing age clearly before beauty. That's fine. This is tough, man, because I got a lot of respect for your father, Mr. Magoo. I'm excited to see you in the next season of Bob's Burgers, because you one of my favorite shows. I'm not shocked that, you know, when you heard my name, you immediately associated me with pornography. I've seen some of your profile pictures, and you seem like the white lady that's there for a good time. This is nice to be talking to Arya Stark stand-in. Still haven't made it back from Winterfell.
All right, that's time. Good first round. All right, so now we're gonna move on to second round. It's 30 seconds. Rachel, whenever you get started, I'll start the clock.
Okay. I was mentioning before I was really trying to get your overall vibe that you gave off based on your social media presence. And what I got from it was you seem like you would tell liberal white people you don't vote just to fuck with them. Then at the last minute, you would say fuck it and just write your own name on the ballot. You seem like the kind of person who either knows where all the coke is, or you're the guy who would lecture someone at a party on why you shouldn't do drugs while you're on drugs.
Nice. All right. Whenever you're ready, Papp.
Speaking of assumptions, I assumed a lot of things about you. You definitely look like the lady who kicks it with black people and then calls police on them afterwards. Just, you know, I fucks with mold. You know? I see there's nobody there at your house. I can see that's a very lonely place. The walls are as blank as your personality in your life.
Shit. All right, that's it. All right, that's it. Now we're gonna Papp. You're gonna start the second round. Remember, you hit with a joke, and then Rachel follows, and then you go joke for joke for a full minute. All right. So whenever you're ready, whenever you start, I'll go. If anybody asks the other person to show something in their surroundings, then I'll pause the clock. So it's up to you guys. I forgot to mention that earlier, but it's happened rarely. But sometimes people are like, show me your toilet or some shit like that. I don't know, but
all right, please don't. I have a bad back right now. I can't move.
It's all good.
So bad.
Good. I just had to throw it out there. It's a possibility, but we'll start whenever you're ready, Papp. I'll start the clock.
Okay. When I learned that I was going to be battling Rachel Fugugliato, I immediately knew that your father was not a gangster because he definitely would have held somebody up to gunpoint to have you be married. Easy.
All right, go ahead, Rachel.
You look like a college professor who doesn't believe in grades, but invites your students to your poetry reading and then fails the students who don't go.
That was specific.
So you do look like a teacher that fucks the students. Like, I'm gonna be.
All right, go, Rachel.
You're really good at roasting, so I think I was on point when I thought you look like you would go on a job interview and somehow make the interviewer give you their job by ruining their self-esteem.
Rachel, I do enjoy this, and you are a lovely lady. So I'm really just saying that I'm going to vote for you in 2020, Elizabeth Warren.
All right, that's time. Thank you guys for coming on. If you have something to, I think it was a good roast. If you have something to plug, go for it now. We'll start with you, Papp. What you got to plug?
I would have known that was the last joke. I would have tried harder.
Oh, that's so good.
but Gigi Jokeman on YouTube and Spotify.
All right, check out Tuskegee Jokeman. All right, Rachel, what you got?
Us at Rachel Fogletto on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and actually I'll be in LA next week for the Burbank Comedy Festival, so maybe I'll run into you, Papp, somewhere.
Hit me up. I'll definitely plug you with some people to get you some stage time, but I'm going to be in Nigeria next week.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. I'd love to have you guys back sometime. And thanks for putting up with all the technical difficulties of the past. Now it looks like everything's working all right. So appreciate you guys.
Okay, thank you for having me.
All right. Take care. All right. That was the first one. That was two Americans going at it. This next roast features someone from New Zealand living in Berlin and someone from Germany living in Berlin. So we'll bring them on. We got Chris and we got Anna. How you guys doing?
Hi there. Quite well.
Did you enjoy the first roast?
Oh, it was lovely. Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
It was a good time, man. People that are not knowing each other roasting. It's a great way to get to know somebody.
So sure. Yeah.
Look up shit on their social media.
Never want to see them again. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. You saw how it goes. The first round is 1 minute. I'm assuming here, but I assume that Anna's younger.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. Are we? Are we sure?
How old are you?
How old am I? 33.
I am younger.
Okay.
There you go.
Anna's gonna go first. Chris is gonna go second in the first two rounds. Final round, Chris will go first. Anna will go second. First round is 1 minute. Second round is 30 seconds. And the final round is 1 minute joke for joke. I have the timer here. The viewers see the timer, and I'll let you know when the round's up. All right. So whenever you start, Anna, I'll start the clock.
Alrighty, Chris, it's a pity, guys, that you can't see Chris standing up. But Chris has let go of his body, just like his wife has let go of her hope to orgasm. Thanks for that, Chris. That was beautiful. Usually, you haven't seen him on stage, but Chris usually wears a vest on stage, and that's because no bra says failed magician quite like a vest. Chris is known for having very dark comedy. In fact, Chris's comedy is so dark that most audiences can't make out the punchlines.
See, this works better if actually someone else has seen me before.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm explaining. It's all right. So Chris usually grows his hair long. That's because it's easier than growing a personality. Chris likes his beer, like his comedy, lukewarm and flat.
Oh, shit. All right. That's time. That's a good one.
That was great.
Whenever you're ready, Chris.
All right. Yeah, sure. So, what most of you probably don't know, Anna and I were actually at a spit roast battle last night as well, and she did wonderfully because roasting comes natural to Anna because beating men up and busting their balls is what Anna does for a living. Usually, she wears more leather than this, but tonight she wants to accentuate the fact that Steve Irwin actually never died. He just transitioned into Anna.
Oh.
Well, I, on the other hand, unlike Anna, I did horribly. It was a complete disaster. But unlike Anna, I already know I don't have the respect of my peers. So I literally have nothing to lose. I'm quite bad at roasts. My delivery is like a fax machine at a travel agency. And like yesterday, I spent all afternoon writing way too many shitty, overly harsh roast jokes that I'm going to awkwardly read off my computer. So like Anna said, I'm a dark and offensive comic, so typically I talk about some quite disgusting subjects on stage, like necrophilia, the Holocaust, or abortion. So talking about Anna tonight will be quite familiar to me. Anna likes joking that she's half New Zealander and half Aussie, so she's a Kiwi and a total idiot. Really, Anna, you're a combination of both. Constantly drunk sheep fucker.
That's time. That was the first round's up. This next round's gonna be 30 seconds. We're gonna start with Anna again. Whenever you get started, I'll start the clock.
All right. Chris is excited about being a father. He's got a 1-year-old son, and he's excited to become a father just like his father, absent and abusive. And on the same note, he likes his... Oh, are we going one-on-one? No, it's just 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
He likes his whiskey like he likes his children, wet and kept in the basement. Chris isn't Catholic, but that doesn't mean he doesn't rape boys.
Time. All right, whenever you're ready, man.
No, when in Rome. All right. Anna slept with so many comedians in the Berlin comedy scene in hopes their humor would rub off on her. The only thing that rubbed off on her was their jizz in her hair. Anna Barris looks like an even more androgynous Annie Lennox with a teeth injection. If she got glasses, and her voice sounds like she keeps on walking on broken glass. And her face looks like she walks with her face. All right, I fucked that one up. All right, fair enough. Anna looks like an aspiring alcoholic internet troll. Fuck Daria.
Okay, That's time. Sorry, man. All right, now we're gonna go joke for joke. You're gonna start, Chris, and then it's gonna bounce it over to Anna, and then back and forth, blah blah blah. All right. So whenever you get started, I'll start the clock. Okay, so Anna, like I said already, she's going out with a lot of comedians. In fact, I almost went out with her as well, but unfortunately I couldn't convince her dad that I was her cousin.
Well, Chris, Chris, I'm sad to hear that your last girlfriend left you, but I did tell you that basement door was flimsy.
Well, Anna has a penchant for dating much younger guys, and she does work as a teacher for children, which makes sense. She needs to groom her next boyfriend. Oof. All right, Kevin, let's do the wee wildly lick ice cream game again.
Oh no. Chris doesn't have sleep problems. He doesn't have sleep problems, but he does renew his Rohypnol prescription every month.
Anna, I love you. I was just trying to confuse Anna. She's never heard those words from a grown man. You're the first woman with daddy issues who's now serving other people's mommy issues.
You can get one more in, Anna.
One more? Yeah. All right. Vaginas scare Chris because he knows that even the worst vagina has more talent than him.
All right, that was a really good roast, man. I'm gonna put it up on YouTube, and the viewers, they can vote for who won. But you guys did a good job. It's fun. Thanks for coming on. I hope to have you guys back on sometime. And you're the third and fourth person from the Berlin comedy scene. So anybody in Berlin should check out English comedy. Obviously, you got some good comedy down there. I just saw Carl this weekend, actually. And if you're ever in Stockholm, come by, and we'll get you on at the Laugh House. It's my spot here. So thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it, and see you around.
Can we plug out?
Oh yeah, I forgot the plugs. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Go first.
All right,
Chris, go first. Ladies,
you go first.
Ladies first, Chris.
You need it.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so check me out, my AF Barros on Instagram, Anna Barros on Facebook. I also run Dörner Comedy and Glory Hole Comedy, both shows that run regularly in Berlin and adults only.
Fantastic. Yeah, lovely. You should definitely check her shows out. She's a fantastic comic. Her shows are great as well. You can find me on Facebook at comedian Chris During. You can find me on Instagram at Laughing Spree Comedy, because that's the show I run as well. Laughing Spree Comedy. I'll run the Berlin Offensive. I run, what else is it? I keep forgetting. It's After Hours. It's Berlin for Dummies and Laughing Berlin and some other shit I keep forgetting.
Okay.
Director's Cut.
Director's Cut. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you, everyone, for watching Home Roast. It's been a great time. This is an international one, and we'll have these on weekends. So appreciate it. For me, if you're ever in Stockholm, come to the Laugh House, the only all-English comedy club in Sweden. Check that out. And check out my podcast if you understand Swedish, the Power Meeting Podcast. Me and my two Swedish homies talking about life. So thanks, everyone, and have a great time. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Whatever time of day it is where you're at. And if you got any friends, roast the shit out of them. My name's Jonathan Rollins. Thanks for watching Home Roast. Peace.